Good morning. I'm going to go over my dual fan setup on my C1500. It's a Flex-A-Lite dual fan setup, and also I got a new radiator from Rock Auto, which was a pretty good deal. My old radiator was about 1¼ inches thick. It's a 34-inch radiator, and the new one is 2¼ which is a whole inch thicker, which is a whole lot more cooling for a motor like this. The wiring's still not real nice, but got a little work to do on that. The fan setup come with these to mount the fan. These fans together flow 5,500 CFM, and your average Flex-A-Lite fan is going to flow about 1,200 or so usually. So that's pretty good. 5,500 CFM is a lot of cooling. Plus a radiator that's a whole inch thicker than the other one. And by the way, it was only $10 more. This radiator was only $10 more than the 1¼ radiator off Rock Auto. So far it's been a good radiator, but it did have a crack in it right here. As soon as I did some driving, let the motor warm up and cool off a few times, it started leaking right here. Put some plastic welder on there and it's done pretty good. I don't think it's leaked and dropped since then. I don't have my oil cooler, my transmission cooler set up, hooked up right now because I do have an external oil cooler and transmission cooler. So yeah, this is what it looks like. The fit is really nice. It takes up most of the radiator. Also, this is the control module for the fan right here. These other hookups are to hook up an air conditioner, which you could, which I have the AC delete pulley, so no need for that. And also, let's see, it's also for the external fan regulator, where you can control the fan yourself if you want. But this thing works pretty good. It has a little screw where you set the temperature on it right down here. You can't see it, but I got it set to about 165, 170 degrees. And when it kicks on to 60%. But if the motor gets 10 degrees warmer, it kicks all the way on to 100%. And so far, my motor hasn't hit 180 degrees, I don't think, since I've had this fan set up on here, in city traffic even, which is pretty good. It's exactly what we need. Also got some new radiator hoses. And also recently, got a new steering shaft to try to fix some slop in my steering. The rag joint, I had a hard time finding a rag joint that I needed. Ended up having to get a whole steering shaft. And now, come to find out, most of my problems are actually in the steering box. It's a brand new steering box. But it's got some slack in it, don't know why. I adjusted the preload on it. Didn't really help. It is what it is. The fan setup also comes with a 40 amp fuse you wire directly to the battery. The wiring was super easy. There was nothing to it, and especially since I don't have a switch wired up or anything, it's all right there, regulated already, so it works great. And this fan setup is made specifically for these radiators for these trucks. So there's a great fit. Fits nice and tight and snug. There's a piece of weather stripping basically that goes in between the fan shroud and the radiator right here. And when you pull it tight, it's going to have a pretty good seal on the radiator, so it's pulling nothing but air through the radiator, which is what you want. Everything bolted right in with nothing to it. One problem that I have had though, I probably need to get another radiator hose because this radiator is thicker than the old one, so that's going to make the radiator hose a little bit different. And so the radiator hose has barely tapped right there. That's the only issue I've had, and I'm pretty sure it's basically just because of the radiator hose. I need to get another one. hopefully at that point the problem will be fixed. But it's only touched a few times, probably maybe when the motor's got the hottest, or I ran it the hardest, and when the fan was running, but it hasn't caused me any problems yet. That's about it. If you have any questions, comment below. Thanks.